Hey everybody, welcome back to A Man in a Boat. On this week's episode, we're out here at Shasta Lake. Gonna see if we can get on a reaction bite. Dropped in Packers Bay, was putting away at 5:40 in the morning. Drove straight up, I'm at the I-5 to the Pitt River Bridge. I'm just trying topwater spook right now. So yeah, we're gonna see how it goes, and really excited to have you guys come along for the journey with me. Let's see how we do. A little bit of a breeze out this morning. The weather pattern says it should slow down for a little bit, and I'm gonna try to be off the water by noon. So that's right, when the wind's supposed to be picking back up anyways. So we're gonna give this early morning topwater bite or strike. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. We're gonna give it a try. If that doesn't work, we've got the spinnerbait tied up. We've got square bill tied up. Got a shaky head, weightless Senko, jig, tube. Oh, you name it. Got it tied up. I've also got a Texas rig tied up with a Senko, in case I get into some trees that I think are a little too deep for my patience. So while we're fishing the spook here this morning, do a little quick how-to. I've got, I don't know what size it is, but it's a 3-hook. It's the 3-hook spook. This works with any walking bait. So I cast it out. You can let it sit there and let the ripples go away. I don't know if I've noticed much difference in success rate. But once you do that, reel in some of the slack, but you want to have slack on your line, and then it's just pop. And you want to pop a slack line, and that's going to allow your bait to do that S motion. If you start noticing, like, I've got this tied directly up, no clip, but I've ran them a lot on clips, and sometimes they'll dive a little bit, the nose gets caught by water. Just pause, let it come back up, and it's just little pops. You know, throw it anywhere you think there might be a shallow fish. You know, shoreline's great. Sometimes you're going to get foul hooked, and if that is, give it a couple of quick pops. And if you can't get it out, you know, you have to reel in and unfoul hook it and go back to it. So yeah, one of the places I love throwing something like this is right across, like actually across the point. So like this point coming up here, I like to throw it over while I'm on one side and walk it right over the top. I'm not sure how well you can see that bait, but if you want bigger S's, you slow down. I like to walk it quick, but you know, just cast it. We got a lay down log right there. You know, these are exposed treble hooks, so remember that with what you're throwing it into. It's going to get snagged if you throw it into big heavy vegetation, big heavy logs. Just had a little swipe at it. Little guy. That's the first sign of life on a topwater. So yeah, just walk it. So yeah, that's how I fish it. It takes a little bit of getting used to the cadence, but go out and throw it and you'll get used to it. Then if you get a strike, count in your head 1/100 at least, then set the hook. The nice part is there is slack line in this, so it's going to take a second to reel in that slack line. But you don't want to set the hook as soon as you see the strike. Good tendency you'll pull the hooks out of its mouth if it gets it. So anyways, yeah, that's just a quick little how-to. There's one. There's one on the crankbait. Yeah, decent little keeper. Oh, a little better than I thought. You got it just the way you want them to. I'm gonna do a best 5 today, hopefully. Decent little keeper, £1.25. 1.58. Bigger than I thought. There's one. Oh, he came off. Got myself a smallmouth. Look at that, got myself a smallie out here for number 2. Let's do a quick measurement to see if he's a keeper. Don't have to weigh this one.
I think that when you have a little bit more consistency, there's a little bit more, I don't want to say expectation, but when there's a little bit more of a...
Don't have to weigh that guy. Number 3. Number 4, not a keeper. I don't think he is. They're all getting that back hook. I don't think it's a keeper, not worth measuring. Maybe. Oh, there is a fish on there. Ah, man, he wasn't pulling very hard. First fish ever for me. Hard to believe, I know, but on a Texas rig. Or, well, an actual Texas rig. One off that point. Keeper. Another smallmouth, looks like. Might be a mean mouth, but pretty golden. So we're gonna call it a smallmouth. We're gonna call it a smallmouth, but whatever. There we go. Let's go weigh him. Another one on the crankbait. Oh man, when they hit it, they hit it. And the keeper. Oh! Right off that tree. Trying to fight. If he is, he's small, but we'll measure him. Sure enough. Nah, it doesn't look keeper to me, so I'm not gonna weigh him. One on the Senko. First cast. Don't get me wrong, a day out fishing is never a bad day. So I don't know on the fall rate on these Bass and Bros. I don't ever throw them weightless, but when it comes to Neko, they work pretty good and they got a lot better durability. So that is always a plus. That feels better. You did, bastard. Oh, yes, he did. That's a better one. Not as good as I thought he was, but he wasn't going nowhere. There's my keeper. So right now, best 5 is only 637, but I do have a limit. All right, so we got our limit. Now it's time to start calling. Don't. It's not going to take much. Get your kids to do it. Just tell them to cast it out and wait till the line stops pulling, and then just pull it up. There's a strike. Cole. That'll call for sure. That looks bigger than the last one. Nice little belly on him. Pretty guy. Popped off. Yeah, put my hook into a goofy way. Well, there's one. Little guy, but he got it. Same spot. Next cast. That's a little better. Oh, damn it. Gotta be careful where you step, Andrew. Put a belly on him. Well, my trolling motor cable just broke, so that sucks. But I figured a way to get it up and down, so, well, up at least. I don't know if I can get it down. We'll have to find out. Neko rig for the win. A little better. That one's going on the scale. Kind of cookie cutter for what I'm catching today, but still good. Yep, still there. Little guy. Bigger than I thought. But he ain't gonna clear and cold. Got a crankbait. I caught one on an A-rig. That's awesome. Caught a fish on an A-rig. First A-rig fish ever. There's one. Another A-rig fish. He engulfed that one. That's 2 on this bad boy. That's awesome. They're on a crankbait bite for sure. Bye. Quick release. Is that a largie? No, I can't tell. I think it's a spot. Yeah, it's a spot. Okay. Neck's starting to get a little stiff. Getting a little better, a little back into fishing shape. Okay, get off. 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 Go on. Off. Nope. You're just driving the hook in more. Another keeper. Well, I wanted him off, but he didn't. That was a little better. Oh, well, popped off in the boat. Okay, you can get off now. You think it's up or something there? That was one. I want that bait in the freaking water, man. Or, not in the water. Bait in the boat. Stop being. Oh, finally got another one. On the Neko. Okay, get off. Little guy. Okay, we're gonna call it there, guys. I'm probably already a little too late. 11:36. Call it there. See y'all in the car. All right, guys, we called it there. Promised the wife I'd be off the water by 12. I'm all loaded up. It's 12:10. I think I did good. Best today, my best 5 was 8.37, I think. So I couldn't get on any size. Did get a ton of bites on crankbaits. Neko worked really good there for a stretch, and then just kind of died down. The whole bite died down. I don't know what my numbers were at. I feel like it's over 20, approaching 30, but I could be wrong. Well, you know, I'll go home when I'm editing this. I'll put it all together and figure it out. A couple firsts. I caught my first Texas rigged fish, at least, you know, a weighted Texas rig, and then actually caught a couple on the A rig for the first time, so that's really cool. Then I lost the A rig, which is really uncool, so that sucks. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun day out there. You know, this right here, that right there put a damper on my plans for today. But I'll go and I'll replace it, and we'll get back after it. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I know not a ton of you guys make it this far in the video, but those who do, if you're not subscribed and you like to, please send me a like and a follow or a subscription, however you want to word it. You know, it really helps out and really keeps, you know, helps me stay motivated to keep posting this stuff. So anyways, I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you next week.